Hello to all amazing people, and let's terraform it out some more in this wonderful strategy tactical game called Terraformers. Very well, Terraform Mars. You can find the full playlist in the comment description below the video. This is my third run hardest difficulty. Play at your own risk, and we need to get all the minables up to 9. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit behind, but I'm still gonna try to win this one as fast as I can. We'll see. And yeah, let's see what's going on. So we got 5 more turns of Hope O'Malley. Her ability, spend 10 water and gain plus 125 support. We might need that because, yeah, expectations gonna rise again soon. And we're gonna go to minus 73, which would, well, defeat me in 2 turns. However, I did uncover some more smileys, so we'll be able to keep it afloat with our rovers and satellites. I might need another satellite. Can we get another satellite game? That would be really good. Now this is nice. What is this? Cultured Meat Lab. Plus 3 support per turn and plus 1 food per turn. Yeah, that's a nice building, I'd say. Okay. I have this ability here, which can also keep me afloat. Okay. I don't have any heat generation right now, so a CO2 factor might be prudent, and it might be prudent to drop it relatively soon. But I'm like not having enough energy to do it, so we're gonna see what we do with that. Okay, so priorities. I just grabbed the nitrate mine relatively recently, and I'm probably working towards the plant spreader, but in order to spread plants, we're gonna need to make things a little bit moist. We have a gigantic aquifer here, which I can grab, but before I can grab that, I'll need to like add dikes to my buildings. Only 2 of them though. There is something to be said about grabbing this place, which is also really low, before it gets submerged. I need some mines here. There's a silicate mine here, there's a water mine here, so okay. Anything I can build? No, not really. Well, this thing, but do I wanna slow down my plant spreader? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have all of that ready. Rally speech. Select a city, gain plus 10 support per population. A leader can give a speech once in a city. I mean, do we put a support in a city to at least get 20? That's so little. I think for now I'm fine still exploring with her. Somewhere where we will not lose too much. Lower Cimmeria. Yeah, I still don't know the map by heart, which is like not ideal. Okay, there is a rover here, which I would very much like to move somewhere closer to the exploration nodes. I could grab this tile with the Hope's Ambition and move it here. Or here, actually. But how long would it take? 5 turns. That's actually not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then I can like start rovering up this area. That would be good. And then we free the savannah up for like a bacteria spreader or something. Yeah, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. It's still recharging though, so I don't have to do it yet. Okay, so that's gonna be solution for this. I'm gonna move the rover here and I'm gonna start exploring this area. Okay, good. That means Hope. You can explore this. Or if I wanna keep that area for the rover, I can go somewhere else. Let's see. Is there a world where I build a city here? I don't know. I wanted to build it there, but like rovering up all the way up there with her, it would be like very costly. Okay, I got a rover here, which like probably wants to be either moved or just do these tiles. maybe even that tile. This one's going in this direction, so that will leave for that. So technically I could go downwards here. Anomaly. Gigantic nitrates deposit. That's also interesting. Yeah, I definitely would like that at some point. Do we explore this with her? Get another city ready here. Grab this mine. That just might work. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Alright. I'm selling a lot of stuff. And maybe, just maybe, this thing would be really good. 2 extra projects will be proposed every turn. Okay, I need to sell 3 projects here or build them. Gives this city +2 extra expansion per combination of population and robot. Okay. Why did I build this here? Oh, TheNeomare. The silly goose. Okay, now I can't get... Okay, yeah, I see why. There was no room for anything else. Oh, this is really good. Look at that. I actually built that. Woo. Yeah, I'm looking where I could, like, get some more population going, maybe. Adjacent population provides +2 support per turn, +5 support per turn. Is this my only water building right now? It is. But I would like to build another city soon, so this is not the great option, but like I need things that give support, otherwise, well, it's not gonna be a very long and prosperous run now, will it? Okay, this is a bit too pricey for what it does. It gives lots of food, which we already have a lot. I mean, it gives 1 food. Gives 3 support. This building's better so for support. So this one goes away. Then we got this one. The problem with this one is that I didn't really plan out my my power properly. Although I can like redo it here. Okay, so let's keep it. What is this? Combined living center. Why 0 support per turn for comfort? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I need to scrap something else. Well, 2 more. This one's really pricey. Do I really see myself building this? I mean, it would be kind of nice for my terraforming efforts, but I think I need more mines. Yeah, I don't think it's viable. Especially if I'm going for the city next here. And, no, not this one. Where is it? This one. And grabbing that. And that's huge. Requires very little population to get a big mine. And then my nitrates will skyrocket. And we're gonna be able to put on some plant spreaders. We blow this up. This also costs a lot of energy. So, yeah, I just don't see it. It's too expensive. I'm gonna play heatless again, which is not great, but I can't afford it, that's the thing. And I think I need bacteria spreader next, or this. So this is also not gonna happen, too expensive for now. And now we're fine, okay. Alright. So I have 1 slot here to grab this when I want to, and I have 1 slot here to move the rover once its cooldown is done. Doesn't matter like when you move it, the cooldown will happen either way, so. And I can also build this if I feel like I need to. I mean, the expectations will rise soon, right? Oh, there is an apocalyptic asteroid, because of course there is. A gigantic asteroid is heading towards Mars. Its impact has the potential to cause an extinction event. Since Phobos and Deimos are too small to shield us, we must attempt to change its course or destroy it before it's too late. Either option will require a Herculean effort from our space industry. Yeah, So we need to send 30 tritium into the space. No, this is on a planetary location. 90 tritium. Yeah, that's so much. And as reward, we get this thing. Yeah, last time when I had this event, I looked at it and I was like, no, it's just a little bit too expensive. So as much as it like hurts our support, we're gonna be like, hey, let's have Earth handle it. What is this? This is new. Aerogel manufacturer produces support equal to the amount of resources you're transporting to space projects this turn. Aerogels. Oh, I see. Well, there's a new rover which I really want. Yeah, I'm gonna change my plan here a little bit. Surprise, surprise. That rover is really good. I'm gonna grab this tile here, put the rover there immediately, and start grabbing the smiley faces. There we go. That's gonna keep me afloat a little bit longer. We also have the satellites. For satellites, I think I did say I want the city eventually, right? Because it's like far away from my other cities. Works like a nice outpost for some more explorationary efforts and stuff. And also I wanted to grab this water and silicates before this ends up underwater. If I'm gonna keep with that plan, then I need to like grab this and that. This will also end up underwater. There. It's also a large silicate mine. Yeah, I feel like I need this. So we're delaying blowing up the ocean, which it is a bit scary. Next turn we can build a city here. And then I can put this down or something. Grab a nitrates deposit. Hope. Okay, I can build a photovoltaic field. And that's the only building that... okay. We can build it here. Well, give me a lot of energy, which I'm really lacking right now. There. +2. Nice. Okay. Then, let's see. Public bats are still smiling my way. I kind of want the bacteria spreader, although I don't have the methanogenium, the one which raises heat, which not ideal. I do have a project which I could invest into to grab the methanogenium, though. It's just that right now I'm like sending all my trade routes into power because that's what I need the most. Well, more than all the other stuff. How are we gonna spread plants if I keep delaying the... Maybe we don't build the city first. Maybe we do build this city first. I don't have enough tiles though to grab everything here. Pit mine. Yeah, this is a really good city. I think I want it next. That would mean that one of the rovers will have to grab this tile. I can like use this one and then maybe just even delete it because moving it is just too expensive at that point. I'm gonna have to wait a bunch for it to activate, and it would cost 6 energy if I wanna keep it around. That might be worthwhile actually. I'll think about it. Okay, this thing got delayed a little bit by the apocalyptic event. +1 robots. If I want to keep that as an option, then... Oh, we already have them here. Yeah, I don't know. I probably need to save it. Well, we can also put this down. A combination of population and robot. Okay. Yeah, this one's really good, but only if you have population, which I usually don't go for because it's expensive. Yeah, this side looks good. What could she explore? I mean, this rover can always go into there, more into this direction. And this one's relatively cheap. Gives fertilizer, gives happy face. There's gonna be a city here also, I think. Grab some mines. Okay, let's do it. And we can get this thing also. Good. Sandstones, alright. Alright. Still trading away food into power. I think that's fine. We have a lot of food production. Water has trouble keeping up with food. Even while trading 3 away. Like, I get a city every 6 turns from food and water. Although there are buildings which don't cost water, but does help with population. So there's that. But I'm not ready to trade some other stuff yet. Because I need everything, right? Well, right now, well, I do need silicates. And I'm always gonna need titanium. Tritium, I need for a spaceport, which could delay it a little bit. Water, I need a lot. We might even pop her ability ones, we'll see. Science, yeah, I need a lot of science. So I need everything. And so I decided to sacrifice food. I think it's one of the weaker resources, food. You need it for cities, but it's nowhere near as valuable as others, right? I think so. Okay. I think we end the turn here, unless I can like build a mine with this. No, I don't think so. Large asteroid, we can mine it for lots of water. It requires power and titanium, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm just gonna let it pass, I think. Yeah, I don't have, like this would take a lot, it wouldn't take that long. How long would it take? If I could mine this fast enough for her to use her ability. Interesting. There is something here, you know? That's like 8 power, 8 titanium. For 250. Like for 300 support. That's a lot of support. That's a lot of support. No, it's titanium, never mind. But then that delays like everything. That's gonna delay the oceans and the plants even more. Even though it might seem okay idea right now, long term it's not gonna work out. It's like it's like doing desperate things to stay afloat. Okay, I can grab this one here. Lava tube. Okay. Then let's see. Yeah, this one I have to decide. This one's getting a little bit far away from everything also. Now this is 5. That seems fine. There. And then this one here. Oh, this one's just 4. Well, that's really good. Okay, maybe I don't need to move it. Yeah, like plenty of nodes still to be. Like these already pay themselves off. So now when they do like 4 turners, 5 turners, they just give me extra free stuff, you know? They're like this, like, they're kind of like, they're almost like mines, really. This is very tempting for me, actually. I kind of want to build a spaceport, but... Yeah, and I decided to pay for this with her. Interesting decision, but I can think it's good. Then we get the city going, get the dikes. We're gonna get a whole bunch of silicates here, some tritium. Yeah. Okay, which one goes? This one's interesting. I think this one's a bit slow. Okay. Okay, I can build a bacteria spreader. If I feel like my support's fine, and it kind of is, because this thing didn't hit yet. Yeah. And, so I can wait a little bit for that, probably. Like, although I just did a whole bunch of explorations, it's gonna be like quite a few turns before I can do it again. Well, we get a rover next turn, we get a satellite in 2 turns. We can always use her to explore a location or just click this thing, right? Because right now, all of a sudden, we do have lots of water and stuff. So definitely we build a city here. And start mining. Not sure what I mine first, but I'm gonna dike it up. I think I'm gonna leave this area to submerge. So we have like an ocean tile here. I wonder, why can't I see like... Yeah, where the poles are. Like... Oh, I understand. So, there's no ice because there is no water, which is weird. So water is all underground, and once we get it gets out and it gets frozen. I'm pretty sure this is like one big like ice sheet here. Yeah, I don't know what else would be higher priority than to get the city going. I'm gonna need this tile here. Do we build a bacteria spreader? Oh, we actually do have methanogenium. I'm stupid. Oh, never mind. Then yeah, I really want this down. Okay. So we get the city. Let's see. We have some tiles here which have a lot of adjacency. Like this one has 3 adjacent tiles. This one has 4 adjacent tiles. So I'll just like build somewhere away from that. Blue silicate, the North Pole. It's not a very pleasant place. It's really cold. That's gonna reduce my... Oh! Mars enthusiasm. So I got a whole bunch of support because I placed down a city. Nice. Okay. Good. And then, like, can I afford something like this and still build a mine? I don't think so. I can do this and still build a mine. Yeah, I can afford that one. I already used her ability. But then I don't put down a bacteria spreader, which is like... Oh, I need to place both if I want to get a whole bunch of slots, okay. Okay, I have for a mine, but I really want the bacteria spreader to start getting my heat up. Better late than never. But yeah, now I'm like out of slots. Oh, and I can't... Ooh, that's not great. Wait. That's not good. Let's see. I could Zack a building. 5-4. If I gave this one the order to explore there, then it would be like on a huge cooldown, so I'll just destroy it and place it here, but I didn't, so... Yeah, I want this bacteria spreader to be up as soon as possible again. So I want to build it somewhere where we can actually spread the bacteria. Like here, for example, yeah. But then that means like placing down a building like here-ish. No, that doesn't work, sadly. Because I also want the city to get as many slots now as possible. I need 2 slots for these two and like 2 more to get this water here. Do I need that water? But these two should go together, that's the thing. Together. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to suck it up. This with this. Can't have it all. $18, $16, $18. I guess we go here. Like, yeah, plus 20% for being far away. Okay. Alright, so now we are finally getting heat. Good. And then, yeah, I don't have enough for the mines right now. I've just built a city, so technically we have some water. So like if I pay 10 water with her ability, she's gonna give me 125 support. But if instead I build this in like 19 turns, yeah, 7 times 19, 70. So in 19 turns, this one's better than her ability. And we definitely have 19 more turns. So instead of using her ability, I'm gonna put this thing down. That's my decision. But here it works. So this does get plus 2 more. Okay. The whole setup is not ideal though. Like it would be best. But then we would need to break this rock. No, this doesn't work. It's too big of a circle. We need a circle of 5. So, but if I'm keeping this thing here for like some kind of crazy adjacency thing, then yeah, I don't know. Let's say it's good enough. Okay. Then the plant spreader. The plants need 1 rainfall, and as far as I know, we don't have any rainfall right now. No, in none of the regions. So if I want to spread plants, we need to extract these. Okay. I can put down another landing pad. There's no room for it. So I need to put it like here. Yeah. For this thing, I think I remember having like a place where there's like 3 neighborhood mines. Yeah, here. I was like, hey, I'm gonna move this rover and then place it here. What happened with that plan, I wonder. Well, I still don't have enough tritium or enough power, so it's gonna wait for a little bit. I think I'll probably sell that. Okay. What's this? Smelter. +1 titanium per turn per oxygen level above 0 in the climate zone. Cultured meat lab. Okay. So I can build a mine here. I think tritium, so we can get this thing up going faster. And the increase here still didn't happen. I guess I'm lucky this time. But once it does, there's gonna be very likely to get another one like almost immediately. It's gonna be scary. Okay. I have plenty of nitrates. Maybe it's time to start trading away nitrates. Some water. There. So I'm grabbing smiley faces just so I know like that there's like almost none on the planet left at some point, right? And how are we doing here? We need 45. We have 11. But this is a very snowbally game, so once it starts happening, it's gonna happen soon. I always feel like I'm so far away from victory, then bam, out of nowhere just happens. Also this, right? Yeah. So I feel like this mines may be a priority over 3 silicates right now. Although this is interesting, not gonna lie. But then again, if I do that, what do I do with her? That's always the problem, right? Like 12, 8. If I want to explore with her, and I kind of do want to. Yeah, I didn't really get anything from her, that's the thing. She was just an explorer for me. It happens sometimes with leaders in this game. This just doesn't work. I mean, she might... What's her ability anyway? Gain +1 support per turn for every 5 new city buildings you construct. That's really not that great. Yeah. Got a bit unlucky. If I had Mariam, this would be so much easier. Maybe if I get her as the next leader. I really need Mariam, actually. That's the solution, right? Because I have like 3 regional buildings. Yeah, that's the thing with this game. Some leaders are just way better than others. So if I can grab Mariam, it'll be great. If I can't, well, we're gonna have a whole bunch of regional buildings we can't build, and yeah, I'm gonna need to put down some very expensive population buildings to keep my mines going. So yeah. Okay, so I probably want to explore with her because other actions are just pretty weak. So I'm gonna grab this thing here. How far is this away from my rover though? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's relatively close to... No, that's expansion hub. There's the rover. No, I'm just gonna grab this just because it's super close. There we go. And I can grab that as well, which I'm probably gonna immediately sell. Because oxygen is not happening. Yeah, even with +1 oxygen, it would be a really expensive mine, so... Although... I might be short of titanium for my victory condition, so we can plop this down at the end. That's true. Is it worthwhile to keep a slot around for it? Probably not, but let's keep that option around, right? Okay. So I guess that means we cannot afford this mine, so that means we're gonna grab this one instead. There we go. And this will happen soon now. Pretty good. And yeah. So we grab this mine, we grab that mine, we dike it this all up. I have to decide if I grab this water or not. And once this is all diked up, and this down here, I can finally get some oceans and spread some plants. I want this to happen relatively soon. Like, it's already so much behind. With only 4 titanium per turn though, it's gonna be a bit rough. Not sure when I can do it, but I'll try to do it as soon as possible. But I already see it's not gonna be as soon as I would like it to be. But that's the thing with the scenario, right? I deliberately went to the North Pole so we grab resources there before oceans rise, and we are deliberately like delaying the oceans rise because of that reason. So I could transfer my trading into the titanium, but yeah, I'm gonna need that either way. So okay, I'm gonna need both of those resources. Okay, and the turn. That's really good. I want me some exploration satellites. Restaurant district. Train station's also nice. Yeah, these are some nice buildings. I like it. And I think like these satellites are like kind of a high priority actually. I want it as soon as I can. Because they're just that good. I'm keeping this around just in case I lack some water at the end. I'm keeping this around just in case I'm lacking some titanium in the end. I'm keeping this around because it's just gonna be good for support. I'm so lucky this round though. High chance of getting a support hit still didn't happen. Phew. I'll probably explore with her again anyway, so. What happens if you grab a tile and then lose it because the water went up? Do you get like a tile point back so you can like expand in a different direction? I wonder. That's a good question. So right now I can build this mine, but then again, I cannot explore with her, and that's all she's good for right now. And this is a lot of support and a lot of resources. Much better than just passing the turn. It does cost 2 energy though, we have to keep that in mind, but there's so much water here. Yeah, and now I'm really worried, like, if we don't grab this water, but we're gonna have the ability to build docks later on and underwater mines, so it's not really that bad, I guess. Adjacent population provides +3 support per turn. Cost -5 food if at least 5 food is produced inside the city. Well, you know what? That's actually not that expensive. Like, I have a city which produces like a lot of food. Like this one here. So if it costs only 5 and give me 3 support per turn for 5 food, that might just be worthwhile, yeah? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. Okay. I also want this in the near future. I'm not sure, like, trying to rush satellites here is actually such a good idea. Yeah, there's like 2 paths I can go down here. One of them is like spaceport into satellites. So rushing spaceport into satellites. And the other one is like rushing a silicate mine into nothing for a while. I think actually, you know what? This is better, yeah? I think it's good. Train station's gonna wait a while. Satellites. I mean, titanium is building up. Yeah, it's just like the question of when do I pull the plug? I can also build a quantum data center. That's a lot of science, but I don't think it's such a great idea. Just like power hungry again. Also, where do we send the satellites to? Like, usually I like to send it to really far away locations where my rovers don't really reach. So this one, let's see. 1, 2, 3. This one might actually reach there relatively easily. Oh, we have like, what's this? Oh no, this is really close to this one. Okay. So this is close to this one. Okay, this is also close to this one. This. Yeah, this got now a little bit further away from. Yeah. But this is relatively close to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And also this. 1, 2, 3. Like these rovers can really reach places. We have a city here. This is her base of operation. We have this thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty good. So I'll go for. So there's like this other side of Mars, which we need to explore until the end of the game. But if in 30 turns I was able to explore like this side relatively well, let's call it, then the next 30 turns I can probably do this, but it's getting harder, right? So I'm thinking here, like, I grab this. This actually might be a city location. So we're gonna push into these areas from here with satellites. Yeah, this will be the next one, and I'm just gonna go in there. Okay. That's good. Yeah, I think I prioritize satellites here. I think that's a good decision. They're just so good. It's still really early for them to pay off greatly. So I cannot afford a mine, but I'll be able to build a train station here. Do we grab this slot here and just put down a landing pad? So this happens a turn sooner. Although we will be able to put this down also. Yeah, I don't know. We can decide that next turn. Well, we can decide that next episode. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's end the turn, see our leaders, and wrap it up. And then next, leave the problems of current generations to the future people. Hopefully you did enjoy the episode, though. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. The election year! This is bad. No Mariam. Svetlana Rossi, urban planning. Svetlana was born on Mars and grew up in the tight habitation modules erected by the first colonists. While they were reasonably comfortable, she found them lacking in efficiency. Too long were the distances between housing, work, and entertainment modules. Too many narrow corridors caused congestion in high-traffic areas. With a mind for practicality and the big picture, she aims to redesign the structure of Martian settlements according to the principles of efficient urban planning. But her focus on functionality comes with a detriment to appearance. Okay. Select a city, produce all of its resources second time. Generates -5 support per population. Overwork, okay. Urban planning. Get 2 habitation module project and 1 skyscraper project. And then Metropolis. Gain +1 support per turn for every 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th building you construct in each city. Ash Jäger. Ash spent her youth caring for stray dogs and cats in the streets of Berlin and Istanbul, and is now the chief animal geneticist in charge of adapting Earth creature to Martian conditions. Her faithful companion Carter never leaves her side, a hardy breed she designed herself. Her love for animals runs deep, and she prefers to keep the genetic manipulation to a minimum, choosing to let purposeful crossbreeding and natural adaptation do the rest. With her lovable animal companion, she enjoys quite some popularity among the people. Reduce the heat requirement of a life form by 1. Too bad it's not rainfall. I could be able to start putting down plants. Explore location, gain 2 science. Propose 2 life forms, choose 1. Efficient animal spreaders. Constructing animal spreader buildings costs 50% less water. Remains active for the entirety of the game even after the leader has retired. This doesn't do anything for me, I don't think so. Import oceans from Europa. This is good. I want that at some point. Yeah, I actually don't know which leader to choose there. It produces all of its resources a second time this turn. I mean, so if we could trade 5 support for like a decent amount of resources. Problem is, I don't really have a city which is like turbo resource producer, you know? Like, if I had a city which was a turbo resource producer, that ability would be way more tempting. If I had a big sprawling city, right? Which is still possible to do, but it would require some work. It would be hard to make it much better than this ability. And then what? We do it like 3 or 4 times and then what? I know for a fact these are way too expensive. They require food, I think, which I don't have. And then this is just mediocre. Right, sorry, had to open the door. So yeah, I think by process of elimination here, the Svetlana will just not make the cut. I think the buildings, the urban planning buildings are just not strong enough. And overwork, I just don't have a proper city for it. This is nothing special, and this is also not gonna give that much. So I think by process of elimination, we grab her, and the turb, who knows? Like, anything and everything will happen, because this ability here can give you a lot of different life forms. And yeah, looking for good life forms might just pay off. Her passive, I don't think is gonna be super useful, but we can also get like plants and bacteria with this. So we might find something interesting. We might find a strong plant which requires heat and then reduce its heat requirement. I don't know, something might happen here. I don't know. Maybe we get a plant which doesn't require rainfall, and I can totally change my plan, which would be really good because it's gonna be expensive to get oceans going. So, Ash Jäger, welcome to the team. And yeah, I'm a little excited for it. In the end, hope brought us hope, even though we didn't use her ability. Brought us hope to continue, to keep going, to keep trucking along. And yeah, gonna continue in the next episode. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Do some nice things, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Terraformers, where we're gonna mine it out. Yeah. TheNeomare signing out. Bye bye.